shuffling. A one, a two.
Good morning, Unity San Francisco. If you are downstairs, as usual, I have to ask why. We have reached that time of the service where we bless you with something beautiful. And we have something beautiful for you this morning. So get your butts up here. Seriously though. I should hear a stampede on the stairs. We have a lovely prelude song brought to us by Marcus Beam. We've missed him. You don't want to miss this moment. I think you might recognize the song.
This one's for Paul. Yay!
For Paul.
Is this my mic? I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and a landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child in my heart rise above? And can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older. I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older. I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Take my love and take it down. You climb a mountain and turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, the landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down.
Yes. Marcus Beam. Happy Sunday, ladies and gents. We are Unity San Francisco. Go ahead. Okay. And we have reached our time of celebration. I am Issa Malone. I'm your music director. And we came to party on this beautiful Sunday morning, did we not?
Come on, y'all.
I mean, we came to make Paul cry, too, but we came to have a good time. So we have a party song. Feel free to get up. It's a celebration, joyous, joy-filled exultation. We all made it. We made it. You made it from your bed to the door, from the door to the chair. Let's celebrate.
Come on, y'all. Let's go, Unity. written in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart and I'll look inside mine. Hey, things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk blind and we try to see, falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love I keep dreaming of? Was it turning? Hey, and we're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there alone. A yearning, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk blind and we try to see, falling behind on what could be. Oh, oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love I keep thinking of? Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. I could rise above on a higher love. I will wait for it. I'm not too late for it. To Jim, I'll sing my song to cheer the night along. Huh. I could knot the light up with my soul on fire. I could put the sunshine from pure desire. Let me feel that love come over me. Let me feel how strong it could be. Oh, bring me a higher love. Oh, y'all. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love I keep thinking of? Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. 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 Oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. One more time. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Happy Sunday.
Rev Can, you're off. Rev Can. Rev Can.
Every week they churn it out, don't they? Yeah. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody online. Welcome. Now you can hear me. And welcome to everybody here in the room. My name is Reverend Ken Daigle, and I'm the senior minister here. I'm delighted you're here. I'm delighted you're part of this service today. Let's take this moment to go in opening song and our opening prayer. So I invite you to get comfortable, to let this seat hold you, to let this room enfold you, and let our prayer chaplains surround you.
There was something in the desert. There was some place wild and green, and a child in a village I passed through. There are places I have traveled, and so many things I've seen, and it all fades away, but you. I was sliding down a mountain, I was burning in the sun, I was crying in amazement at the view. I was capturing a moment, but when all is said and done, well, it all fades away, but you. It all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but you. I have been across the oceans, and I've sailed the 7 seas on a never-ending quest for something new. But the only thing that matters are our cherished memories, and it all fades away, but you. It all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but you. There is one thing that's eternal, that cannot be torn apart. There is one thing that remains forever true. Past the thinking and past the breathing, past the beating of my heart, it will all fade away, but you. It all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but you. It all fades away, it all but but you, but you.
But the divine, but Spirit. We come and go. Things shift and change constantly. But the one eternal is that thing we call Spirit, Source, God, love, universe. Constantly changing form, but the energy never leaves. It all fades, the hurt, the sorrow, the despair, the joy. But the one thing that remains, in it all is our connection to it all. So right here in this moment, I invite you to hear the truth. That this moment will pass. And this moment is everything. That this moment will shift. And this moment is eternity. That paradox exists within us. For there is no thing that we call time. There is only now. There is only love. There is only God. We live and move and have our being in Spirit, in God, in Source. And so we feel all the energy and the emotions of our daily struggles, of our daily journey. And we know deep in our soul that there is one power and one presence active and working in our lives and as our lives. That one that we call God, Spirit, Source, here and ever providing. So in this season of Lent, we let go. We let God. And we celebrate by saying, Ashe, Amen. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you, Marcus Beam.
Hi. Good morning, Reverend Ken.
Good morning, David.
Hi.
It is great to be with you here today.
It's a pleasure to be here as well.
And I love the talk about change. This morning felt like it's been 3 different days. It's rained, it's been cold, the sun is shining now, and we are all here. So wherever you are on the planet, welcome, and know that the weather is gonna change, right? But it feels really warm and really present in here. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for being online. What a space you've created.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who may not know me, my name is David Montecalvo, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer here, and I'm here with Reverend Ken, who is our Senior Minister.
Yeah, and we have named this year our Year of Influence. We had our annual meeting last week, and we talked to the members here about that. And what we mean about that is that we are claiming we're social media influencers, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but we're just talking about what it is that we all influence the world by our very presence. We're going to be talking about this in a little more depth today. Every action we take affects everything around us. And when we think, oh, I'm one person, it doesn't matter, we are diminishing the truth of who we are. You are not just one person. You are a divine expression right here on the planet right now. You have all the energy and all the possibility of God itself as you, working through you, working in you, working to make this world a better place. So It is time to get woke, folks, yes.
Yes.
It is
Amen.
time to wake up to the truth of who and what we are. And that's what we mean by this is our year of influence. We acknowledge and own that we have a responsibility to how we behave, act, and how we speak about the world, right? And so that's where we're celebrating lots of different things this year.
Exactly, yes. And I'm reminded of what we've been studying in Living a Committed Life with Lynn Twist, who, if you are not in that book study, you really need to pick up that book, Living a Committed Life, because it's so powerful, and it talks about taking a stand for something, and it's whatever's calling your heart to something higher, something different, and that's exactly how we have influence, is by standing up for that.
Yeah. So this month is Women's Month. March is, can you believe it's March? First off, can you believe it's March already? We're in the third month of the year. Woohoo! And it is, March is Women's Month here in the United States and around the world. I don't know if it's around the world, is it? Yeah, we're claiming it. Let's influence it. Women's Month around the world, and that we are going to celebrate it. And one of the ways I wanted to talk about that is we are all here today because of a woman. You may not know it. It's not your mother. But we are all here today because of a specific woman, the mother of unity, Myrtle Fillmore. Myrtle Fillmore in the 1800s, when Myrtle Page was her original name, here on Page Street, so we honor that. Myrtle Page was her name, and she went to a lecture in Kansas City, Missouri, where she heard a man named E.B. Weeks say, "You are a child of God, and therefore you do not inherit disease." And it changed Myrtle's life. She dove into the New Thought teachings. There was this new transcendentalist movement in the 1880s that was just unfolding, and she changed her whole life and her health by following the tenets of this new movement in the United States. And so impressed by what she learned, her husband, the ever skeptic, she dragged along with her to the lectures and to all the services that she went to. And then they two together founded Unity. In 1889, they signed a covenant and devoted their whole lives to the living spirit of truth. I love that, because they didn't devote their whole lives to a religion, to Christianity or something else. They dedicated their whole lives to uncovering and raising up truth. And they did amazing things. Amazing things. We sit in a Unity church, and there are 400 Unity churches across the country today, and a whole national headquarters. That is all because of Myrtle Fillmore. Never doubt the power of one person living out their true calling. It affects us all.
Exactly.
Right?
Talk about influence. Huh?
Right. Myrtle said, "You do not have a problem," excuse me, there it was, "except the one that is in your own mind, and you put it there." Right? She called us out, dropped the mic, and left the room. Right? So we don't have a problem. It is only our perception that is the problem. So we're honoring Myrtle and a bunch of other women this month, and so stay tuned for more.
Exactly.
Okay.
And here at Unity San Francisco, we have an affirmation to kind of take forth, and take this charge, what we're learning through the messages and through what we're learning at the beginning of the service. And this affirmation goes like this: I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. Let's know this together. I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. And so it is.
Thanks, David.
If you are a first-time guest here, whether you're in the room or if you're joining us online, we are so grateful that you've chosen to spend it with Unity San Francisco. And it is our intention that you feel warmly embraced and loved here. We have a special gift for you, even if you're online. We have a gift. If you're here in the sanctuary, there's a gift box out front to the entrance of the sanctuary. Grab one of those gifts. We're so grateful for you. And again, Julie is going to be dropping a link into the chat in just a moment if you're joining us online, so please fill that out. We hope to be a powerful resource for your spirituality, and so we have a number of meditation opportunities, one of which is on Sunday mornings at 10:15 here in the sanctuary or online via Zoom. We have a morning sound meditation, and it's a beautiful way to stay engaged and relaxed and receive what your heart, what's calling your heart for the Sunday service. So please, Reverend Elizabeth leads that. It's a beautiful meditation time. Monday through Friday, if you want to boost through your week to be reminded of the power that is within you, hop on our midday meditation, which is on Zoom. And then at any given point of the day or the week, you can go to unitysf.com or youtube.com/unitysanfrancisco for our YouTube channel for on-demand recorded meditations. So we hope that you check those out. If you are here in the sanctuary and you have not received a bulletin, please raise your hand and one of our lovely ushers will bring you a bulletin. If you're joining us online, please be sure to sign up on our website, unitysf.com, for our weekly e-blast, and it has all of the announcements that are here on our paper bulletin, also online. And if you are here in the room, please fill out your spiritual connection card. This is really important because we like to send out mailings periodically and just have a robust data set for everything that's going on in the community. So please fill that out, whether it's your first time or you've been coming for decades. If you are joining us online, go ahead, if you're viewing us on Livestream or YouTube, go to our website and click on the Zoom link, because in just a moment, we're gonna say hi in the room and online. We'll connect together. And now I invite you to stand as you are willing and able, even if you're at home, as the music team kicks it off.
You guys learned this one a couple of weeks ago. It's a powerful song about claiming your blessing, standing in your authority, exerting your dominion, and pulling down what is yours, right? So you're going to sing this with us this morning. It's really simple. If you're new, you'll catch it quick. Here we go. 2, 3. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. Woo! In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred and power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine, break the shackles of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. Yes, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Lift my thoughts to higher ground, knowing miracles are all around. Life is filled with opportunity. I know good is coming to me. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim it. 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 I claim a blessing. our time of meet and greet. Please greet your neighbor with a handshake or a hug, a hip bump, or a toe tap. Happy Sunday!
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Mark and Kate. JD's online. Jesse's online. Joe Marie. Judith's online. Lori. Frank. Woo. Hi, Dan. Hi, Noel. Hi, David. Emmy. And Nancy. Woo. What a party. All right. Somebody's here to say hi.
Hi, Nancy. Haven't seen you in ages. Daniel, Frank, Noel, Mark, David. Hello.
This is such a great Hollywood Squares cast. I hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday.
Hey, hello everyone. Hi, good to see you. Oh, everybody. I don't know who to say yes to first. Glad to see you all. Oh, it's lively here. Good to see you. Hey, Judith. What was that? Good dance move. This is a dance move.
Hi, Dan, JD. Hi, Mark. Hey, Noah. Everybody, I love you guys. Hey. Hi, Emmy, Nancy.
All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and kick it over to Reverend Ken for our Lenten reading.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to everyone who is watching online. Welcome. I am delighted to be with you here. If you're not in the Zoom room, you can always go to the Zoom later, but if you're watching us on YouTube or on our website or in the Zoom room, there's lots of ways we want to interface with you and be with you, even though you're not here in the room with us. For those of you in the room, we have some hospitality downstairs, some great hospitality downstairs. So please consider staying and joining in a meal with us after. It is also, at this time of year, Lent. It's the Lenten season. It started last Wednesday before last. As Fat Tuesday was the 13th or 14th. I can't remember the exact date. But we have been in the 40. There's a booklet in the seats in front of you, and we sent some to our regular attendees online, but you can always get these by writing us or going to unity.org and get the Lenten Reflection booklet. And they're a great way of starting your day or ending your day during this period. Today I'm going to read on page 30, if you want to follow along from the book. It's actually tomorrow morning's reading, because they don't have readings for Sunday, because they let us do the messages on Sunday. But I'm going to skip ahead and read Monday, March 4th. I let go of misunderstanding. As children, we quickly become programmed with our caretaker's beliefs of what is right and wrong. We are conditioned to perceive situations and categorize them as favorable and unfavorable, good, bad, right, wrong. Things quickly become black and white with a few shades of gray. Yet, we live in a world that is full of color. The binary is just an illusion. How often do we cause pain to ourselves and others because of misunderstanding? Pain and confusion that we could be avoided by asking simple questions. If we could release our preconceived thoughts about situations, how much more love and compassion could flow freely in our lives? Today, before assuming someone's intent, I pause to ask for clarification. I increase my awareness and open my heart to understanding. And the affirmation is, I release my preconceived beliefs to seek clarity and compassion. Can we know that together? I release my preconceived beliefs to seek clarity and compassion. I invite you to take these books home with you and to use them and share them. And now I'm going to invite Marcus Beam to come back up and join us in a song that I think really exemplifies what we've been talking about so far. This is the moment. Marcus.
This is the moment. This is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all the forgiving, loving, releasing becomes one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to live my truth and claim it for my own. This is the moment, my greatest test. Destiny beckons, I do not reckon second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. Moment for moment, this is the moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever one with God. When I look back, I will recall moment for moment. This is the moment of them all.
This is the moment. This is the moment. He's not done. He's not done. This is the moment, though, when we realize that this one truth has existed for all time. The New Thought author and inspirational leader Napoleon Hill said it this way: every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. But you have to look for the seed and water it. It is up to us to claim, to name and claim the moment, to stand in our truth and say, this is who I am. This is the moment.
This is the moment. Damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll be forever one with God. When I look back, I will always recall moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. Thank you.
finish. We had a big finish for you. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.
Okay, that was clear, right? But often those moments don't show up that way. Right? I stood alone on the patio having this fierce argument. An argument that just seemed to go on and on, saying, no, I don't have to do it that way. I don't have to do it that way. And finally, I gave up fighting with myself because I was alone on the patio. And I decided to take the advice of the people I had put myself into the care of. See, I was at a rehab because my life was unmanageable. My life was falling apart. And I was still arguing about what I should and shouldn't do. I had no agency in my life. And so I was fighting for one little desperate cling to something that I didn't have to give up alcohol, that cocaine was my problem. I just couldn't touch cocaine. I've shared with you before, I am in recovery. But at that moment, I was not. I was still battling the voices inside and outside me. And I wasn't committed to that being the moment. But then there was a moment of clarity in the middle of that argument. I heard a voice. It was loud. It was clear. It was my voice. And it said, Ken, you have been trying this your way for years. Why don't you give this a try? And as I went to argue, I realized the truth of that statement. And I turned around, I went inside, I started doing the work. On May 1st, that will be 21 years ago. That moment exists within me right here now today because this is still the moment where I make that choice to stand for sobriety, for clarity, and everything that has transpired in my life since that moment is a gift of that one moment of clarity. And sometimes we need to wake up, sometimes we need some major trauma in our lives to hear that, to understand the importance of it. And sometimes they come in really quiet and really subtle, but they're just as important, that we stand for something larger than we've been living for in the past. We stand for something more important that we have never glimpsed, we could have no clue about. And we release the fear. The fear, if I don't do it my way, what's going to happen? If I turn my life over to this other idea that I've never lived in before, what's it going to look like, feel like, be like? Will I, the small me, the Ken, still survive? Well, obviously, I'm still here, and I actually have found more expression today than I have ever known before. More true expression. More strength and wisdom have come to me by admitting what I can't do and stepping into what is mine. That fear, though, is pervasive. And the world is transformed, though, by people who look and stand for possibility, right? At that moment, I couldn't be it, but there were people around me who were screaming and yelling that there is more for you. There is more for you than you understand. Lynn Twist, in her book that we've been studying, Living a Committed Life, irony just everywhere, that when I committed to doing the work, my life got better. Those who stand for that take the long view. And I want to bring this conversation, the reason I have this quote up for us today, is I want us to take the long view, because it's not only personal lives, it's not only our individual lives that need to be transformed, it's the planet, right, folks? It's the planet. It has been a devastating week if you're listening to the news reports of the war in the Gaza Strip and in Israel and in the disaster that is unfolding right now. And when we think that we have the answer, or if only one person would do one thing, we are stuck in the duality, in this idea of right and wrong, as I read about at the beginning, right? This idea of right and wrong, good and bad. If you can stand for the possibility that this might be happening for a solution, painful and outrageous as it is, if we all wake up and say, this situation is crying for a bigger solution. This situation is crying for a solution that has never existed before. And we get to hold the possibility of what it could be. That all people on this planet get to live in autonomy, get to live without fear of being attacked, threatened, terrorized, bombed, and minimalized, and marginalized, and derided. That the Israelis and the Palestinians, the people of color all across the world, the women across the world get to live in a place and a society that honors, supports them, and encourages them. Because when we do this, folks, when we think outside of the current parameters, we will find a solution. Like inside, like outside. When we are fixed in ourselves, and we think there's only one right way to do something, there is only one answer, we get stuck. But the possibilities in the world open us to what could be the solution to this. What could be, and can we bring our consciousness, our energy, rather than to attacking either side, to coming to the position and the activeness of knowing that the solution exists not within them, but within all of us. Not within right and wrong, Palestinian, Israeli, Russian, Ukrainian, black, white, male, female. The solution exists within our humanity and in our divinity. The solution exists in the oneness that we talked about last week in the color purple, understanding that God is not out there doing this, that God is right here within us and everything around us. The Transcendentalist movement was the first to acknowledge that God isn't up in the sky, God is in the chair, the leaves, the plants, the water, the you, the me. God is in the midst of that situation in Israel and Palestine. Can we even imagine that God is at work in that situation? It seems impossible when you listen to the news, and fear overtakes you going, oh my God, those people are going to starve to death. Those people are being slaughtered. These people have experienced this atrocity. But Eleanor Roosevelt told us a long time ago, courage is more exhilarating than fear. And in the long run, it's easier. So we have to fight this apathy that's taking over us, going, what can we do? Well, I'm only one person. I'm over here in the United States. How am I going to solve this problem? Well, we solve the problem by not contributing to it, by calling one side right or wrong. We solve the problem by standing for something larger than ourselves, for equality, equity for everyone on the planet. We state it in every word and in our actions and where we put our money and how we spend our money. Jane Goodall, another great woman of this planet, and it said that the greatest danger to our future is apathy. Right? And let's talk about Jane for a moment, because I think she's a great example of this. So Jane Goodall was born in the 30s, right? She's in her 80s now. She was born in the 1930s. And in England, when she was in her 50s, she wrote to Louis Leakey, wanting to study animals and wanting to study in Africa. She hadn't gone to college yet, but he answered her request and brought her down. Her family sent her down to Africa, and she started studying primates with Louis Leakey. She had no education She hadn't gone to college, but she started doing the work. She then applied to Cambridge for a PhD program in anthropology. And she was accepted, one of the only 8 people on the planet who have ever been accepted to a PhD program without even having a bachelor's degree. Right? So don't tell me that things aren't possible in the world, even though, the rules say you can't do it that way. She went on at Cambridge to earn her PhD and her bachelor's, and she has changed the world. We have a different understanding of chimpanzees and about the relationship of animals to humans and our connection to the divine and to all that there is because of Jane Goodall. And she continues to this day. Out of the 20-something books she's written, 5 of them have the word hope in them. 5 of the 20 books she's written, have talked to us about how we have to hope for a better future. Ordinary people become extraordinary when they stand for a purpose larger than themselves. Jane Goodall is one of those people who have stood for something larger than herself. And she started with a desire, but moved into something that was great. That moment I shared with you from 21 years ago, I was not interested in what was best for the world. I was in survival mode for me. But what had happened is that I was able to shift. I was able to change, and then I rededicated my life to something larger. That part was always there. I was drawn to it since a little child, but my life had gotten so small, I couldn't see it before. Now, today, what I'm offering all of us is that no matter we're in our 20s, starting our career, or 80s like Jane, still continuing our careers, our divine purpose here on earth. What is it that we want to do? What is it that we want to do? There is always challenges. There are always challenges. There are always changes. Life is constantly about change. And there will always need to be course corrections. But those course corrections are not mistakes. They're just learning curves, where we pick up knowledge and experience and then just continue on down the road. I like to think of it as the river running towards the ocean, right? If it's a mountain in the way, it doesn't necessarily go through it. It takes the course of least resistance. So that sometimes takes it on a winding path. Does that make sense for your life? Have you been on a winding path through all kinds of things that are flavoring who you are today? The world needs us. 21 years ago, I didn't understand that. And it's humbling. The world needs us to participate in this. Fully present, fully aware, fully interested in others, asking the curious questions, understanding that things may not work out as we think they should, but that they always work out for the best, for the highest, when we allow it. When we allow our own personal needs to shift, trusting, and there's the key, trusting that our needs will always be met and that all are being met, that we can work for something larger than ourselves. So I ask you right now at home and here in the room, do you have enough air to breathe right now? Have you had enough food today? If not, there's tons downstairs. And if you're at home, I hope that you have a stocked full fridge. But there are people on this planet who don't have that right here and right now. And it's not because there's not enough. We live in an infinite universe, and there is more enough supply here on earth to take care of all human need. Period. Are we committed to doing that, folks? Are we committed to saying, yes, that's what should happen here in this country and around the world? But let's just take here in this country. There should be no one in this country who doesn't get to go to the doctor. I'll say it again, and it's radical, right? I can hear the internet going crazy. There is no one here in this country, whether they're here documented or not. There's no illegals. There are only documented and undocumented people. There are no persons in this country who should not have access to medical care. We need to make it a priority. For as we take care of each other, we take care of ourselves. Do I need to quote scripture? Because I will. If you make me pull Jesus out of my back pocket, I'll pull Jesus out of the back pocket. That which you do to the least of us, you do unto me. Right? So that scriptural reference that is put in the mouth of Jesus by the gospel writers is a truth that was true in Palestine 2,000 years ago. It is just as true here today. So that which we do to the least of us, we do unto Spirit, unto God, unto each and every one of us. This is the moment. Damn all the odds. We must do something every day to make this world a better place. Whether it is loving the unlovable, whether it is loving what you think isn't right, it is whether you can engage with something that is bigger than you, that stretches you beyond your capacity to understand. I know I have taken this journey because it challenges me daily, weekly, and annually to be better than I was the day before. Some days I don't make it. Some days I can look back and go, oh, okay, that was good. And always it is better than 21 years ago. Always it is better than it was before. And that's more important. That is infinitely more important that we take the next step on this long and winding road. There's a futurist who writes, his name is Alex Steffen. He does TED Talks. He has several books out. It's all about the future of the planet. And he writes, optimism is a political act. Those who benefit from the status quo are perfectly happy for us to think nothing is going to get any better. In fact, these days, cynicism is obedience. So we're going to be radically positive. We're going to know that a solution to the world's problems of hunger, of war, of genocide, of poverty, of racism, bigotry, misogyny, all have a solution. And the solution exists where, folks? In us and in everything around us, because Spirit is at work. Let us all commit to taking this step, taking this action, and being a force for change in the world. You can do it whatever your job is. You can do it if you don't have a job. You can do it because you choose to be an awake, alive participant in this journey of life that we've all come here to know. Let's take that to our time of meditation. All right? I invite you to get comfortable. I invite you to let the chair hold you, and I invite you to let me make you uncomfortable in your comfortable chair. To risk something in your very being from this safe place. To let thoughts come into your being that you normally would push out. And to let yourself surrender, like I did 21 years ago, to something greater.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will surrender the petty, the self-serving, the self-righteous for something bigger and grander. I will surrender fear, the anxiety and the worry, to Spirit, knowing that God's got this, that there is a divine source for my life, and that source is ever present and unfailing. I will surrender my personal goals for the higher goal of lifting the company, the community, and the planet. Trusting, knowing, believing that as I do that, I am also lifted, cared for, and sourced. Everything I need is right here, right now. I am safe. I release cynicism and embrace optimism. I allow Spirit to speak to me right here and right now and let me know what the next right step is. Right here in the silence. I surrender to a life beyond my wildest dreams. I make room for a planet, a community, and a nation that is of my dreams. I make space for not knowing, and make space for trusting. Trusting Spirit to guide, to lead, and to flow. Right here and right now, I invite you, if you haven't done so already, to open your hands, to open your heart, and open your mind, and know surrender at core. To know surrender. Holy, holy, holy.
My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. Every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day, 'cause I surrender every moment, every day.
Namaste. Thank you.
So it is. In hearing this beautiful message about possibility, one of the words that really struck me that keeps coming up is the power of hope. That possibility, when we can think beyond what our present circumstances are, it leads to an element of hope. Possibility equals hope. So I hope that you can hold that in your hearts. Earlier, we mentioned the spiritual connection card, which if you're here in the room, it's in your program, and then if you're online, Julia's dropped a link in the chat. And this is the part of the service where you can think what resonates most with you and how it can be used to transform your life and then ultimately the world around you. So as I read these, think what resonates most with you. The first is that I look at breakdowns as breakthroughs and awakenings. What tried to bring us down can propel us forward. The next is I shift from victim to victor and vessel consciousness. Things don't happen to me, things are happening for me. The next is that I see infinite possibilities in each situation. It's the ability to look beyond what is. And then finally, getting to embrace and love what is. It's surrendering to this present moment. What do you think? Check these on the box here in the spiritual connection card. Fill these out. The ushers are going to come in just a moment to collect these, and Reverend Ken will hold these in his prayers and in intentions for the upcoming week. Unity San Francisco is a beautiful, thriving community, and it's because people have given of their time, their talent, and their treasure. And so we know what treasure is. We know that money is something we're going to have in the offering in just a moment. But to talk about time and talent, I'm inviting Reverend Ken to come back up here to talk about our thriving hospitality ministry. Reverend Ken?
Thank you. Thank you. So as you're preparing your offering for if you are giving financially to us here today or want to talk about what you're doing, the ushers will be here in a moment. We have first off, for those of you online who have never been here in person, I want to extend an invitation to plan your vacations here to Unity San Francisco, right? Because there's free meals here. How is our hospitality downstairs, folks? Huh? Right. So we started something. It started before I got here many years ago, and then we revived it here at Bush Street because it really, at Page Street. We were at Bush Street. At Page Street because the downstairs, the community hall downstairs, now called the Harriet Boswick Community Hall. Thank you, Harriet. Is a great place to come together, and we have communion. Really, the literal meaning of the word is breaking of bread, sharing, and interaction with each other every day, every Sunday after service. And it takes a village to do this. We at Unity San Francisco take some of your financial offerings and we reallocate it for staff and other things there. And other people are donating money for that effort as well, cash for that effort. And some people bring food for that effort or bring labor to that effort. They make food, they help clean up, they help serve. And all of that is tithing of your talent, right? Meaning your talent, your time is what you do when you're tithing in a book study. You're studying this. What you just did here by being here today is tithing of your time to your spiritual growth. Tithing of your talent is cooking, is serving other people, is communicating with other people, is being a host and a greeter. And we need it all, and we need the treasure. So I'm inviting you, if you like to cook, if you like to serve food, if you like to help be with people, to volunteer one Sunday a month to be part of our hospitality team. Laura Lee is downstairs. She's leading that. She can talk to you about it. David and I can talk to you about it. It's a great way to get to know people and to literally feed the masses. We're going to turn 5 loaves into 5,000, right? And feed 5,000 people here eventually. That's an affirmation. We're going to stick with it, all right? So I invite you to write on your connection card if you'd like to know more or want to contribute in some way. And David and I will get back to you.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you, Rivkin. All right, and now as I invite the ushers to get into place, we have a number of ways in which you can give of your treasure. You can use your phone to scan the QR code that's on the screen. You can write a check, or drop cash. There's an envelope in the seat backs in front of you. You can go onto our website and click the donate button. So we're incredibly grateful for those who give of their treasure. And so to anchor this giving, we have an affirmation, and it goes like this. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Let's know this together. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. So it is.
And we have an affirmation chant. I am who I am. Sing it with conviction and just stand in the truth of who you are. People can't dictate my greatness. I am awesome. Listen real closely when I say this. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am who I am. I am who I am. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am awesome. Listen real closely when I say this. I am awesome. Other people can't dictate my greatness. I am who I am. I am who I am. Repeat those last two. I am who I am. I am who I am.
Amen. Ordinarily, we have kids that are downstairs, but we actually do not have any kids today. Oh, we have one. Oh. But we have kids that are in our hearts. We have kids that are around the world. We have kids that are in our neighborhood who need to hear this powerful blessing. And we want to affirm these for our children so we can hold them up even if they're not physically in our space. But we have an affirmation for them, and it goes like this. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Let's know this together. You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. And so it is. What a powerful message. We have so many cool things going on, especially the month of March kicks off our Easter season. But first, starting tomorrow night, we have Misa's, it's an advanced music workshop. So it's some very, have some rudimentary understanding of some music. It's very ear-based, right, hearing-based, and so help develop your ear. Misa does an amazing job leading these workshops. It's not just music technicality, but it's also about heart and spirit, so I highly invite you to attend this. Please see here for more info. Then Easter weekend is this. Yes, I'm going to kick it over to Reverend Ken. This is one of our most joyful celebrations during the year.
So I've talked to the board and to a bunch of you at the annual meeting last week. We had 119 people here for Easter last year. right? 119. Since that time of last year, we have seen about a 50% increase in our weekly attendance, right? Which is, we are rapidly growing. Last week, we had 94 people in person, which is a new record for us, right? And 150 online. So we really understand that this space won't hold us all for Easter at the end of the month. That's on the 31st of this month, folks. Easter is early this year. So we're going to divide into two services. We'll have a 9 a.m. service that is going to be a meditative service, a contemplative service, and Reverend Elizabeth is going to help with that. We'll have like the usual people who come for the morning meditation and more. We'll be doing that kind of sound meditation in that early service, and then there'll be a full brunch hospitality in between the two, and then we will have our regular 11 o'clock service with our beautiful floral wreath and all that entails. There's a lot that goes on. Oh, and then followed by, after hospitality,
the Easter egg hunt.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so
invite your, if you don't have kids yourself, invite your friends who do,
Right.
family.
Right. And join us for an Easter egg hunt in the
Yes.
park across the street at 1:30.
Yes.
So it's going to be a full day. We have lots of opportunities for you to serve and to help and to participate and invite people.
Yes.
Right?
Easter is one of the most joyous, beautiful ways in which you can celebrate renewal and restoration in your life.
And we have
Yes.
3 amazing guest speakers.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
exactly. So stay tuned
Yeah.
for more info. Our spiritual connection groups are great ways that if you are new to the community and you want to get plugged in, they're listed on the screen right here. And so this upcoming week, we have the Gay Men's Spirituality group on Wednesday night, and then you can see the rest of the groups. For more info, please see any of the facilitators of those groups, but also check our website, unitysf.com or unitysf.org.
And our prayer chaplains are here for you. I started my journey in Unity as a prayer chaplain before I became a licensed teacher. Our prayer chaplains hold the consciousness when we can't. So they'll be here in the sanctuary and downstairs and available online. Julia will drop a prayer link, and you can put in a prayer request, and it can be for something joyful, from celebration, success, or for something you want to see a shift in.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Absolutely.
So wonderful. Following the service, so as Reverend Ken mentioned, we have so many people who are viewing us online, a lot of which are viewing us on Livestream. And so after the service, we have an online spiritual salon discussion group. And so if you're viewing us on Livestream or YouTube, go to the Zoom room and stay and meet other folks, and not just meet and talk, but to form connection. We have people who view us from Hong Kong or London, all over the world, but you can connect with one another just over this powerful unity message.
Love this. All right, now it's time to make some joyful noise again. I invite you to stand at home and here in the room, and let's sing once more.
Thank you to everybody for making this amazing service possible. Grateful.
Hospitality, our AV team.
It takes a village.
It does take a village. Our music team, once again. Woo.
My eyes are wide and open. My eyes can see. My mind is filled with knowing. My mind believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth, it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. My heart is clear and growing. My heart can see. My soul is full of knowing. My soul believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth, it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. Once you you know where your freedom lies. You can't go back and close your eyes. The truth, it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. And now it's time for our spiritual practices.
So I'm going to say these affirmations once, and I invite you to affirm them after me. I look at breakdowns as breakthroughs and awakenings.
I look at breakdowns as breakthroughs and awakenings.
I shift from victim to victor and vessel consciousness.
I shift from victim to victor and vessel consciousness.
Let's affirm this. I see the infinite possibilities in each situation. I see the infinite possibilities in each situation. And I embrace and love what is. I embrace and love what is. And so it is.
Now I know where my freedom lies. I can't go back and close my eyes. The truth, it cannot be denied. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. Shining oh so bright.
Happy Sunday, everybody! Happy Sunday! Woo!